Hello, hello, hello. I'm your resident bibliophile and royal witch Empress Celestia Libri. Welcome to today's stream, everybody. And today I am playing Slay the Spire 2. I think I'm really excited. I played the original the other day and I really liked it. I've played it off stream. Since that stream, I'm not gonna say how much. Not necessarily a ton, but I have played it off stream, cause me likey. And so here we are today with playing the newest one, Slay the Spire 2. So I'm excited to get into it. And I don't know if this game will necessarily have anything new at the moment, since it is early access. But it'll be interesting to play it nonetheless. And then as they come out with updates, you know, new cards, monsters, whatever, being able to go back into it and see what all is new that they add. So I hope you all had a good weekend or a refreshing weekend. For some of us, I know it was maybe a little bit difficult given the recent news. I'm not gonna touch on that here. Not my place. So hopefully everybody's been able to kind of recover a little bit over the weekend and yeah. But today we're getting back into it, getting back into the swing of things and having some fun today. We're gonna slay the Spire first try. Boom. So let's hop on over. And so, of course, again, starting off, you only have the one character unlocked, just like the previous game, the Ironclad. So we'll go ahead and start with this guy. Unfortunately, I am still having to mute to cough. This cough that I got from the illness I had back in February is really sticking around and not wanting to go away. So if anybody has like a miracle cure to get rid of coughs, please let me know in the comments. All right, enable tutorials. I think I'm good. All right, let's see. Oh, looks like these are color-coded. I don't think they are in the first one. Interesting. All right. So there's our monster. Some kind of gooey monster, maybe, with a weapon. Interesting. All right. Let's see what we've got here. So we have to do this one, but then we can branch off 4 different ways. And each of those is another monster. And then we've got monster, merchant, monster, question mark. Let's see. If I go up high enough, I get an elite here, here, here. I don't get an elite at all over on this side. I'm going to, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, this actually tells you the name of the monster you're going to fight at the end. Apparently the monster, the boss that we're going to go up against is called Vantum. Interesting. All right. I'm going to chicken out and not do an elite, and I'm going to go this way on one of these two branches. So I might go this way and go to the far left. All right. But I need to do this first battle in order to then go off that way. So let's see. He's got 46 HP. He intends to attack me with 12. Man. The graphics on this look pretty dang good. Nice. Alright. I will defend for at least some of that damage. Still starting off at a base energy level of 3, like the last game. Like the original. And then at this point, I can either do another 6 damage, or I can do another 5 block, so that way he only hits me with 2 HP. Or if I don't, that's going to be 7 HP that he takes off of me. I'm going to go ahead and actually do the additional block, so he only takes 2 HP. All right. Now let's see. So aggressive, intends to attack for 6 damage, and then he intends to block. Okay. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do this, which gives him 2 vulnerable. So receive 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns. Nice. And then I'll go ahead and I'll block most of his hit damage to me. Okay. And then let's see. So he's got 5 block on. What's the arrow? Empower. This enemy intends to use a buff. Okay. We're going to apply 2 more vulnerable and do 8 damage, which gets past his block. And then he's not going to be attacking me, so I'll go ahead and do another attack. All right. And then... Alright, so he's attacking with 14 damage. That's not fantastic. I want to block that as much as I can. And then I should be... Yeah, I'll be able to kill him then next turn. Oh. There we go. Alright. And then... Boom, baby. Let's go. Alright. So we've got setup strike, deal 7 damage, gain 2 strength this turn. Okay. Tremble, apply 2 vulnerable. And then Blood Wall, lose 2 HP, gain 16 block. Interesting, that's a decent amount of block. And you're not necessarily losing that much HP to do it. So that's an interesting little give and take card. This one, I'm not sure this card is really worth anything. You get only 2 vulnerable, but you're having to spend 1 of your energy to do it. And with only having 3 energy, I want to be able to either block or attack, not just apply vulnerable. So I'm not sure this card's really all that worth it, to me at least. And then this is 7 damage and 2 strength for only 1 energy. So you could play this card first gain the 2 strength, and then any other attacks in that turn will have that added strength to them. So this is actually pretty decent for only being 1 energy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. All right, and then I'm going to go this way. All right, so let's look at this. Strategic. This enemy intends to give you 1 status card. This enemy intends to give me 2 status cards. And then he's attacking me for 4. Let's see. This is the big guy at 34 HP. That's only 4 damage. That's not really all that much. So I'm going to focus on just attacking this round. And I want to get rid of this big guy. The leaf slime. Okay, so I got slimed. Slimed again. The 4 damage. Alright, so now we've got the setup strike here. Oh, whoops. Okay. I've got nothing but attack cards in my hand. That's hilarious. Okay. So now he's gone. That's fantastic. And there we go. Okay. We'll go ahead and wait a second. I'll do the, it's only 1 amount less, but I'll do the higher damage to him. And then I don't need to defend because he's not attacking me. All right. And then bye-bye he goes. Let's go, baby. All right, the 20 gold. And then we've got Breakthrough, lose 1 HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies. That's actually a pretty decent card for only 1 energy. And like for the whole give and take thing, you're losing an HP. Only 1 HP though, to deal 9 damage to all enemies. So if you're doing a battle where you have multiple enemies, this is actually a pretty decent card, it seems like. And then if upgraded, it's gonna up the damage. That's pretty dang good, I gotta say. Inflame is just gaining 2 strength for 1 energy, and then this is 0 energy. Deal 6 damage and add a copy of this card into your discard pile. This card here is basically just giving you a strike card that costs 0 energy. And then just gives you another one of it in your deck. To give you an additional strike card, basically. So I'm going to go with this one. And then I don't necessarily have a lot of money. Let's see. We've got Sword Boomerang, deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. Thunderclap, deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Let's see. True Grit, gain 7 block, exhaust 1 card at random. Bloodletting, lose 3 HP but gain 2 energy. What's the upgraded version of this? Gain 3 energy, but it doesn't lessen the amount of HP. You know, this could possibly be a pretty good trade, actually. The whole give and take of you lose but you gain. And then this is Inflame. Shockwave. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. That's an interesting card. Huh. And then Rolling Boulder, I think. Yeah, Rolling Boulder. At the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies and increase this damage by 5. It's 3 energy, though. Yicky. Not sure I'm a fan. And then these are going to be potions. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. And it's called Explosive Ampoule. I could be pronouncing that second word wrong. Fortifier, triple your block. Block until next turn, prevents damage. And then a power potion. Choose one of 3 random power cards to add to your hand. It's free to play this turn. I can't buy any of the artifacts. I don't have enough money. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. And call it good. Alright, let's see what our first question mark ends up being. Birdonus Nest. You spot an enormous shambling beast chase off an injured green bird. In the alcove the bird fled from, a single unguarded egg lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. Eat the egg and gain 7 max HP, or take the egg, add Birdonus egg to your deck, which is unplayable, can be hatched at a rest site. Interesting. Does it become like an ally in battle, or... Because I wouldn't necessarily mind the extra... the max HP. We'll do this. You gently scoop up the egg and stow it, thinking it may hatch into something useful later. Okay. Let's do another question mark, shall we? Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance, but what if you plant and nourish it instead? So consume and heal 9 HP, upgrade a card in your deck, nice. Plant and nourish, enchant a card with Sown. So Sown is the first time you play this card each combat, gain energy. I have most of my HP, so I don't necessarily need to heal, but getting a chance to upgrade a card in my deck is kind of nice. So either way, I'm technically upgrading a card. This is just the regular upgrade, though, for a card, and then this makes it to where... yeah, this makes it to where a particular card gives you 1 energy. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. And then let's see. We'll go ahead and upgrade this. Very nice. Alright. You ingest the sapphire seed, and within moments, your limbs feel more agile, colors sharpen, and you sense the souls of nearby foes. Good thing you didn't step on it. Proceed. Alright, another question mark. And it's a battle. Alright. So he's got 38. He's doing a strategic move. This enemy intends to apply a debuff to you. Interesting. All right. He's a bug. What the fudge? Shrink. While Shrinker Beetle is alive, your attacks deal 30% less damage. I got shrunk. He's so small. Oh my goodness. All right. So he intends to come at me now with 7 attack. Let's see. We'll do that. I'll go ahead and block most of it. There we go. And then let's see. Deal 6 damage. Let's see. So I'll do this. And then that way. And he's gonzo. Alright. Gold. Fire potion to deal 20 damage. Nice. We've got Iron Wave. Gain 5 block. Deal 5 damage. Dismantle. Deal 8 damage if the enemy is vulnerable. Hits twice. That's kind of nice. What's the upgrade to this? Deal 10 damage. Very nice. And then Cinder. Deal 17 damage. Exhaust the top card of your draw pile. Ooh, that's an interesting give and take. You do a decent amount of damage, but whatever the card is, and so this is, you're gambling here. You're taking a chance, because if that top card of your draw pile happens to be like a really good card in your deck, you've now just exhausted it for that combat. So, I'm gonna go with this one. All right. Ooh, what are you? Inklet. All right, and they're all wanting to attack me. Yikes. All right. Let's see. I will do that and then defend. All right, so I'm only taking 2 HP damage. That's not bad. All right, and then, ooh, yikes. Let's see. Make that go bye-bye. And then we'll defend for at least some of this. All right, let's see. 8 and 9. I'll go ahead and do this. And then, wow, that didn't really do much. Okay. Never mind. Okay. I don't have any protection on me, though, so I'm getting the full force of this attack. And then let's see. I'll do this again. And boom. Very nice. All right. We've got Stomp, which is 3 energy, so that's not great. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. That's pretty good. Costs 1 less energy for each attack played this turn. There we go. Okay. So you could essentially get this for free. If you played 3 other attacks, if you had that in your hand while also holding this. So essentially, at least 4 attacks in your hand. You could play 3 attacks, get this down to 0. That's my understanding anyways. And then be able to deal, say you had 3 enemies, that's 3 times 12, that's 36. 36 HP damage for 0 energy. We have Shrug It Off, gain 8 block, draw 1 card. And then Armaments, gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand. And it doesn't get exhausted? This is interesting. Okay, the trade-off is having to spend an energy to upgrade a card instead of being able to play something where you can do something to your enemies. Although essentially you could possibly play this card first, upgrade a card. Well, yeah, that's what it's saying. Duh, hello. Wake up, smell the coffee, Celestia. You upgrade a card, you play this first, upgrade a card in your hand, and then does it go back to being normal after you've played it? Like, it doesn't stay upgraded for the whole combat? Maybe? Either way, I'm going with this one. Anyway. Alright. So, we've got most of our HP, so I'm not going to rest. I'm going to go ahead and hatch the egg here. Bird Swoop. Where are you? There we go. So 0 energy. That's nice. It's an attack. Deal 14 damage. Let's go, baby. Let's view the upgrade. It goes to 18 damage, so you get 4 extra damage. Okay. Nice. Not bad. And it's for free, so that works. It is very nice. Oh, look at him. Oh. Nice. Let's see. He's wanting to attack me for 8. Do this, that, and then, alright, to block most of that. Alright. Or a decent amount of it anyway. Let's see. So, he's wanting to debuff me. Let's see. 1, 2, and then, yep, it goes to 0. Awesome. Nice. And then he's down to 11. So... Nice! Alright, strength potion. Gain 2 strength. And that's it. Okay. Thunderclap. Setup strike. And rage. 0 energy. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. Ooh, that's nice. Alright. Gimme, gimme, gimme. What's inside? Gorget? Or a gore? Whichever pronunciation it is. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. Plating. At the end of your turn, gain block. Plating is reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. Block until next turn prevents damage. Alright. So it's given us the 4 plating. Alright, so we're going to play this first. Alright, and we do have somebody attacking us. And then... let's see. And then... I've already got 6. But I do have 1 energy left, so I'll go ahead and do that. Alright. So this is for free. So I'll go ahead and do this. Bye-bye. And then... let's see. We'll do 1... oops. 2, 3. And there we go. All right. 10, huh? If I do this, I lose 3. I defend for 3. And then he hits me for 7. And I've already lost 3. So I'd be losing 10 and he's hitting for 10. Well, he's only at 2 HP, so screw you. All right. So that was easy. And then we do that and that. Yay! Woohoo! This is easy, man. Battle Trance. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. True Grit. And then Uppercut. Deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, apply 1 vulnerable. Huh. What's the upgraded version of this? It's 2 weak and 2 vulnerable. Things that make you go, We'll try it. Alright. Let's go to the campsite. I've got most of my HP still, so I'm gonna go ahead and smith to upgrade. View upgrades, let's see. So this goes from 3 block to 5 block. This goes to 15 damage from 12. I believe that's 12, yeah. 8 damage to 10 damage. 9 to 13. That's not bad, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this guy. Yeah. Hi, Lays. Welcome in. What's up? I'm playing Slay the Spire 2. Yeah, and so far it's actually, it seems kind of easy, and hopefully hopefully I don't jinx myself saying that. Knock on wood. But yeah, it seems pretty good so far. In the first game for me, Ironclad seems to be a little difficult. But so far, and we're not done yet, but so far, Ironclad for the second game seems okay. So we'll see. Jury's still out on that one. Wood carvings. You open a dusty box to find a set of 3 elaborate wood carvings. A bird, snake, and a Taurus. A nearby pedestal has indentations which match the bottom of the carvings. Which carving will you place on the pedestal? Welcome back. Let's see. Bird. Choose one starter card to transform into Peck, which is deal 2 damage 3 times. Snake. Enchant 1 card with Slither. And Slither, when you draw this card, randomize its cost from 0 to 3. Also not great. Taurus. Choose 1 starter card to transform into Tauric Toughness, which is an energy cost of 2, gain 5 block, and then gain 5 block at the start of the next 2 turns. That's not half bad. That's not half bad. This is a piddly amount of damage. That's only 6, so that's basically just a strike card. And yeah, I don't like the whole confusion thing. That's So we're gonna go with this guy. All right, choose a card to transform. We'll go ahead and change one of the block cards. All right, you place the Taurus carving on the pedestal and your stomach lights up as the statue transforms into a piping hot fried confection. An insatiable hunger takes over and you quickly consume the donut. You feel tougher, but slower. Interesting. Confusion has come in clutch before for me, but it's very RNG based. We're getting close to the big boss. Let's go. All right. To fight or have an unknown. I could do 2 fights and then the campfire. Going off of my HP alone, I could totally do this. I'm gonna do that. All right. What do we got? So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that, and then let's see. We'll apply the vulnerable, and then do this afterwards, so that way now that he has vulnerable, I get to deal 8 damage twice. And he went bye-bye. So yay. I don't know if I'm just playing better this particular run or if I'm getting lucky this particular run. But Ironclad seems to be easier for me this time around, unlike playing him in the first game. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see. I've got a bunch of 1s in my hand here for energy. He is wanting to come at me with 14. That's not great. So I will use my 1 defense card to at least block some of that. And then we'll do another strike at him. All right. Let's see. He's at 29 HP. And then let's see. I don't have any more attacks in my hand. So I could technically play this so that way I can block, and then that way I'd be losing the 3 HP here instead of 8. So I'd be saving 5, which is basically just the same as just doing 1 defend card. But if I did 1 defend card, I wouldn't be able to do this card and do more damage. So Let's do that. And then that. Oh, wait. Wow. Okay. Wait, no. Never mind. Alright. So he's got 9 here. Which, unfortunately for him, doesn't mean anything. Alright, we've got an energy potion. Ooh, free energy. That works for me. Alright, so we've got another bloodletting card. A whirlwind for X. Deal 5 damage to all enemies X times. Which the upgraded version is 8. Okay. And then we've got the tremble card. Let's see. I'll put this in my hand and we'll see what happens. Alright, I could do an unknown or another enemy. I'm at 61. I'll go ahead and do another enemy. Ooh, wow. We've got some plant-based monsters here. A snapping jackfruit. And a slithering strangler. Okay, let's see. They're wanting to debuff me. They're wanting to buff and attack for 3, which isn't much, so that's fine. Okay. And then we'll do that. And then that one. So this becomes 0. And they're now at 11. And this deals 12. So, oh wow. This shriveling up. Interesting. Constrict. What does that do? While the slithering strangler is alive, at the end of your turn, take 3 damage. Yikes. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play this card. And then we'll do that. Apply more damage. And then block his attack. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. But he's wanting to debuff me, so I don't necessarily need block this turn. So I will deal 14. He's down to 9. Bye-bye. That's another energy potion. I'll pass on the potion. And then we've got Thunderclap, Strike Setup, and True Grit. Let's do this. All right. I'll go ahead and smith. Let's see. And we will upgrade. We'll upgrade this guy. Yeah. All right, boss. Let's go. All right. So he's wanting to attack for 7. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do that. That's not good. Wait a second. Slippery. The next 8 times Phantom loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. That sucks. That very much sucks. Well. Oh, geez. That got big and scary. All right, so this is going to be 12. Oh, man. It sucks to have this go from 18 to 1. Dude, man. And then... Oh, that's just so painful. All right, he's got 4 left. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Do you see this? His tail goes off the screen and then comes back dangling over you. That's scary. And he's wanting to do... He's gonna do 27 damage now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it goes off the screen and then you see it come back dangling. Ugh. Yikes. Okay. Fudge. All right. Well, I want to block some of that. That's not good. That's okay, so we're not getting attacked this round. That's good. This would have been nice my last hand. Oh well. Let's see. And then deal 10 damage. And then can I play the still, even though it didn't actually count as any damage because I don't have any energy left, it still counted as playing that card to make the energy on this one go down. So, yay. All right, so we're at 9 damage that he's wanting to do. We'll play that first. And then we'll do that. Okay. And then there. Whew. Oh, yucky. All right, so this is 16 damage. Play that for free. And then... We'll play the uppercut one. And then... I'll defend a little bit against that. I need better defense cards. Oh my gosh, 29. Icky. Let's see. Man, I haven't even taken him halfway down yet. Jeez. All right. This would give me 15 if I played this. This here's 8 plus 7, which is 15, plus 6, which is 21. So it's actually better for me to play these 3 cards than to play this. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm not sure if actually I didn't take into account the upgrade with the strength, because this went from 15 then to 21. And I don't know what the count was for the other 3 cards being upgraded, but it is what it is. Alright, so now he's got an 11 for attack damage. Let's see. We'll do 1, 2, and then... Oh, I'm only at 10. That's not great. Let's see. If I do this, that's 13. This would then be, the damage for this would be higher. Need some weaknesses cards to protect yourself. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna play this. And then, oh, that doesn't up the damage for this one. Interesting. I will play this though, because that hits twice then. And then, oh, wait a minute. He's hitting me for 14 and I only have 9. Fudge. Well, GG peeps. Oh, wait, no. Somehow they got him still. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, I forgot I had potions that I could have used. Oops. Whew. Okay. So we have Primal Force, which is transform all attacks in your hand into Giant Rock, which is deal 16 damage. Dang. Okay. Demon Form. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. And then Thrash. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and add its damage to this card. Huh. That's an interesting tit for tat kind of card. I kind of like this though. So I'm going to do that. All right. Act 2, the Hive. Uh-oh. This is new. A puppet has arrived. This is Pale Melting Dragon. Can you check on Father? I'm too tired. All right, so Pale's Horn. Add 2 relax to your deck, which is a skill. Gain 15 block. Next turn, draw 2 cards and gain 2 energy. And then it's exhausted. And right now, that playing that card would be all I could do in a turn. We have Pale's Claw, which is enchant all defense with Goopy. And Goopy, this card gains exhaust. When played, permanently increase this card's block by 1. And then we have Pale's Blood. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. Huh. This is very interesting. I'm going to go with Pale's Blood. All right. So let's look at our pathways here. This is very much by itself. Includes an elite does branch for a little bit. One of those having another elite. And then our monster at the end is the Insatiable. Interesting. Kind of looks like a sandworm. A dune sandworm. I'm thinking it's probably going to be better to go this way. So we'll do this guy. We've got more bugs. Bull bug, rock, and bull bug nectar. Let's see. He's wanting to attack me for 15 and then him for 3. Transform all. Ooh. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. And now I'm only getting 3 damage instead of 18. Much easier to handle. Alright. And let's see. We'll do that. And then that. Oh, wow. 15 strength. Jeez. I should be able to do that. And yeah. Let's go. All right. Ooh, we've got upgraded cards here. Deal 7 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. And then deal 6 damage, deals 3 additional damage for all cards in all your cards containing strike. And then headbutt, deal 9 damage, put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. We'll do this one. All right. We've got a merchant over here and one over here. We do have an elite here. Not necessarily a fan of that. We do have chests no matter which way we go, so that's nice. I kind of like the fact that there's a campsite here, so we're going to go this way. Ooh, what kind of bug are you? A tunneler. Okay. He's wanting to get me for 13 damage. I have no defense in my hand whatsoever. So that's peachy. We're gonna go ahead and play this. 1, 2, 3. Nice. That took out more than half his HP, so yay. All right, now this would deal 18 damage. We'll do this, and then we'll do another 18, and bingo, easy, super easy. Let's go. All right, Twin Strike, deal 5 damage twice. Rampage, deal 9 damage. Increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. And then another Perfected Strike, but it's not upgraded. Let's go ahead and do the Rampage. Well, hold on a second. Yeah, no, let's go ahead and do that. All right. Oh, Amalgamator. Clang, clang. You hear the echoes of metal upon metal on the other side of a wall. As you press your head against the wall to listen in, the walls open up, revealing a hulking, six-armed figure toiling away. Its face is a swirling vortex of glowing sigils that shift about. One with an ascending spirit has found my workshop? Workshop? Let's get combining. So combined strikes remove 2 strikes. Add ultimate strike to your deck, which is deal 14 damage. Okay. Or combine defends. Remove 2 defends. Add ultimate defend to your deck. So gain 11 block. Interesting. I like how interesting everything is in the second game. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. These encounters so far are interesting. I don't seem to come across as many punishing ones like in the first game. I don't know if that's just luck of this run, or if they've made them a little less hurtful in this game. I don't know. With the defense one, you're only gaining 1 block by getting rid of 2 and getting ultimate defend. For combining strikes, you're actually gaining 2 damage by getting rid of 2 and gaining this one. So I'm going to go ahead and combine strikes. Let's go. All right. The Amalgamator strikes its bone anvil. Memories of combat, attacking, and offensive strategies sharpen with each blow. Your ultimate technique returns to you. Very nice. All right. Next enemy. Let's go. Oh, we've got a bullbug silk and a bullbug egg. Interesting. He's wanting to attack me for 15, so that's not great. All right. Ooh, deal 27 damage. Let's go. I'm good with that. And then bye-bye. And then let's see. Deal 9 damage. 6 damage. This would only be 5 damage. That's not great. I'll go ahead and do the rampage. All right, let's see. He's wanting to attack me for 8 plus 7 is 15. Let's see. Neither one of them have debuffs. Deal 5 damage, gain 2 strength. Let's see. And then if I do this and then that, and then I can get this for free. Nice. Okay. Whew. All right. I'll go ahead and do that. And then let's see. This is 3 16s. Yeah, I should be good. Oops. With the, yeah. Let's go. Alright, Potion of Binding. Apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. It's I'll skip it. Alright. We've seen all of these 3 cards before. I'm not sure I want any of these. So, we're gonna skip for now. We'll go to the campsite. I'm still good on HP. So I'm going to Smith to upgrade a card. And what is the upgrade for this guy? To Giant Rock. Giant Rock deals 20 damage. Okay. This goes from 14 to 20. Ooh, this goes by from 5 to 9. This goes from 5 to 7. These are some interesting upgrades. Very interesting. This goes from 12 to 15. Which, say there's 3 enemies, that would then go from 36 to 45. Dude! Whew! Maybe something that lowers the cost of the card. So far, I'm not seeing... I don't have any cards that where the upgrade would make the card cost less energy, unfortunately. So, bummer. I guess for now, we'll upgrade this guy. And then we'll see. I've got a decent amount of gold this time to buy stuff. So let's look at the artifacts. Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Ooh. That's nice. Anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. And Gnarled Hammer. Upon pickup, enchant up to 3 attacks with Sharp 3. Sharp increases damage on this card by 3. Let's see. I kind of like this Pen Nib, so we'll keep that in mind. If I buy that, I would have 129 gold left to buy other stuff. Let's see. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each card. Another Rage. Vicious. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, draw 1 card. Anger. Conflagration? Conflagration. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Deals 2 additional damage for each other attack you've played this turn. That's not bad. Because if you play 2 other attacks before you play this one, that means that it would do an additional 4 damage. That's not bad. That's not horrible. Prolong. Next turn, gain block equal to your current block. Exhaust. Hand of Grade, deal 20 damage. If fatal, gain 20 gold. Dang, okay. I want that. Well, you know what? We're good. We'll go with that for now. All right. Ooh. New bugs. that are just called exoskeletons. Nice. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 8 is 14 damage coming our way. So, let's see. 27 damage. Which would actually have me get rid of one of these completely. And he's got the most damage that he'd be causing. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Hard to kill. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost by exoskeleton to 9. You know what? You suck. That sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Let's see. Man, I need to find artifacts that like give me more energy, that up my energy. Let's see. 13 damage to all enemies. Okay, that's good. That was good. Yay. Let's see. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of defense here. And then that. Okay. Yikes. Oh, I'm down to half my HP. Not nice. Not nice. Alright. 18 damage. And then, let's see. So he's down to 4. And then... now he's gone. Let's see. Yay! Cool. No, I'm not taking any damage to this turn, which is awesome. Alright. And then I can simply play this and have him go bye-bye. Let's go! Alright, so we've got another upgraded perfected strike. Homokinesis. Lose 2 HP, deal 14 damage, and then impervious. Gain 30 block? Dang. That's gonna be good against a boss. Where, like, for one of their big attacks, if you happen to get it in your hand when they're about to do a really big attack anyways, it does cost 2 energy, which isn't great. But it is 30 blocks, so, I mean, it's gotta cost something. What's the upgraded version of this? Oh, it's 40 block. Still 2 energy. Let's see. What's the upgraded version of this? 19 damage. Ooh. Okay. I'm liking that option. Alright, we'll go this way so we can go to the campsite to heal because, yikes. Alright, what do you do for me? Pendulum. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. Okay. And then we need to rest. Yikes. Okay. Ooh, what are you? A mite. Yikes. Alright, so status cards and 4 with a buff. Let's see. 61 and 62 HP respectively. I could play this to really play this hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm not going to play that quite yet. We're going to do that. Okay. And then hold on a second. I've got 1 energy left, but I have this in my hand, which would put me up to 4. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy in my hand. So if I have 4, if I go up to 4, I can play this and deal 12 damage. Wait, no. Wait a minute. I play this. I play one of my attack cards, get this down to 1, which would then... okay, yeah. We're gonna... Okay. I had to think that through a little bit. Alright. So... we'll play this. And then... hold on a second. That's 12. Nice. And then... there we go. Let's go. Uh-oh. Toxic. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 5 damage. Ew. And I don't have any cards in my deck, I don't think, that allow you to, like, discard cards. We're going to play that for free. And he's down to 11 at this point. So, I could technically kill him with this, but I do lose 2 HP. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep onto those 2 HP. And I am going to get rid of him a different way. There we go. Nice. I'm going to skip the potion. And then, do I want any of these cards? Let's see. This is nice that you can block and do damage with 1 card. It's not necessarily a ton of either, though. And it does cost an energy to do. So even in its upgraded form... I'm gonna go ahead and skip it for now. Let's see. We'll go this way. Ooh. I like this. This is cool. I like it. Oh, he's... yeah. You've got like the star constellation stuff, which, I mean, hello. His design is so cool. Dang. Okay. Crystal Sphere. I predicted you'd enter. A raspy voice calls out as you enter a mystic hut. How do you do a raspy voice? What is raspy? I don't know if I can do a raspy voice. Your destiny has brought you here. We must uncover your future and fortunes so you can save us all. Okay, here are the options for the crystal sphere reading. Be sure to sign this waiver as well. Of course, that was still her talking, so that should have been raspy as well. She says, while bringing out pen and parchment. Uncover future, pay 96 gold. Divine 3 times. Payment plan, gain a debt. Unplayable at the end of your turn. If this is in your hand, lose 10 gold. So that kind of sucks. And there's no third option to leave. So you're stuck. I'll just go ahead and do this one. I am not gaining a debt. That's not happening. All right. So we have big divination and small divination. How to divine. Reveal your future by revealing the tiles. Select small divination or big divination and reveal the tiles within the crystal sphere. Once an item is revealed, you will receive it at the end of the session. But beware, revealing some items may be dangerous. Yikes. Oh gosh, oh that scared the hell out of me. Okay. 10 gold, 10 gold. Fortifier, which is triple your block. Liquid bronze, which is gain 3 thorns. Add a... Why is this... Is this an up... Ooh. Alright, so we've got the impervious one again. Thrash, deal 4 damage twice. Fiend fire. Exhaust your hand. Deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. See, I don't... We'll add this to our deck. Why the hell not? We have Shrug It Off, Sword Boomerang, and Tremble. Okay. And I don't want the potions. The sphere must rest now. Okay. Interesting. Merchant, unknown, or an enemy. If I go this way, I get an elite right before a boss fight. So not necessarily a fan of that. We'll go ahead and do this middle route, which is a merchant. Okay. What do you got for me there, buddy? What are you? Stable serum. Retain your hand for 2 turns. Stratagem. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it to put into your hand. Shrug It Off. Rage. What else can we afford? Strength. Dexterity. Moving on. Goodbye. Next. Alright. That's a big bug. A louse progenitor. Okay. We'll deal the 18 damage. That's a lot of blocking. If I do this, I lose 3 HP, but I gain 3 energy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would put me up to 6. So I could play the rest of my hand. Although that's kind of a waste for this. So I don't necessarily need to play this. Nice. Let's go. All right. So frail, gain 25% less block from cards for 2 turns. Okay. Let's see. That's 15 damage. And then that's... Oh, I need to play other stuff first. So he's not attacking me this round. That's good. So we'll do that. And then... Okay. And then we'll do another 7. So we can play that for free. Let's go. Alright, so he's got under half his HP left. Okay, he's coming at me with 19 and also has a decent amount of block up. That's for free, so I'll do that. And then this would completely get rid of his block to where I can then do 20. Wait, no. Yeah, I could do 27 to his actual HP. So. And then. Nice. All right. He's coming at me with 14. I'll upgrade these to giant rocks. And then give myself a little defense. All right. And then at this point, it doesn't matter what I play. Oh my gosh. 36. Nice. Bye-bye. Hee hee. Alright. I don't want that. We have Body Slam. Deal damage equal to your block. Breakthrough and Spite. Deal 6 damage. If you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. I mean, it's free attack damage, so I'll take it. Alright. We're going into a boss battle, and my HP isn't necessarily the greatest, so I'll go ahead and rest this time. And then we'll go into the boss fight. So you're the insatiable, huh? So he's wanting to do into a 6 Yicky. Okay. That's not great. Let's see. He's not attacking me this round, so I don't need defense. 8, 7, 6, 9. So we'll do the 20. And then let's see. I'll do this one. Okay. Oh my gosh. What is Frantic Escape? Get further away. Increase Sandpit by 1. Increase the cost of this card by 1. Okay. He's coming at me with 16. So I'll block some of that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do this to go up to 5 to then play everything in my hand. Whew. All right. Let's go. All right. Oh, he's coming at me with 18. That's not splendiferous. Or did I say 18? I meant 28. Let's see. In 4 turns, you will be eaten and die. Well, that's not great. If I do this, that blocks all of that, which is fantastic. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then damage him at least a little bit here. And then do I do more damage or get further away? Let's do a little bit more damage. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. And then we'll spite. We'll back up. And then I've got 2 energy left. 27, 8, 13, 14. We'll do the 27. Whew. All right. Ooh, this is 36 now. That's nice. All right, so we're going to do that because that's for free. And then I can get this down to 0. Let's see. If I play this, that gets me to 0 energy. This would be 15, whereas this is 16. This would be 1 energy. Let's see. He's coming at me with 20. That's not fantastic. All right. So then I do that. So that's 5 to his 20, which hits me 15. I'm gonna throw that just to get his HP down a little bit more. And then I lose 3 HP to block 5, which means I'm technically only negating 2 HP loss by using this. Which isn't great. I mean, 2 extra HP on me is something, but is it really worth it to gain 3 energy when I'm at the end of my hand? Maybe not. So I'm just going to end the turn. All right. I need to do that. And then let's see. He's coming me again with another 20. So we'll do that. And then that. And then he's not vulnerable. And I can't play this to make him vulnerable. Okay. Ooh, it's 30 this time. That's not great. We'll play one of the... Actually, we'll play both. And then... Let's see. Gain 2 strength. I've got 1 energy. This would give me another 2 energy, so that way I could play my full hand. So I'm going to go ahead and drink this. Okay. And then... All right. Ouch. Not good. At least he's not attacking me this time. So that's good. So I don't have to worry about defending. Let's see. I should have maybe drank this before playing that card. And then... Oh, okay. And then he's only got 4 HP. So... Bye-bye. Let's go. We did it, baby. Let's see. We've got Impervious again. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. For 2 energy, though. Stoke. Exhaust your hand. Draw a card for each. No. Skip. All right, Act 3. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, you're an interesting looking dude. Vaku. The first demon. Vaku. Something. Give yourself to me and you'll be feared as much as I. Whispering Earring. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Vaku plays your first turn for you. Ew. Preserved Fog. Remove 5 cards from your deck. Add Folly to your deck. What is Folly? Unplayable, innate, eternal. No thanks. Cannot be removed or transformed from your deck. Bleh. Choices Paradox. At the start of each combat, add 1 of 5 random cards into your hand. Add Retain to the chosen card. Retained cards are not discarded at the end of turn. This is interesting. Gain energy at the start of each turn, which would put me up to 4, which is nice. But he plays our first turn in the combat for us, which isn't great. We'll go with that. All right. What are you? Queen. At the end of the act, you will fight Queen. Okay. So we've got a lone path over here. I think I'm gonna go this way. Alright, we've gone from bugs to birds? Maybe? Juggernaut. Retain. Whenever you block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Perfected Strike. Evil Eye. Retain. Gain 8 block. Gain another 8 block if you have exhausted a card this turn. Pyre. Retain. Gain energy at the start of each turn. And then Impervious. Let's see. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna try our hands with this one. Devoted Sculptor. Okay. He intends to buff. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy in my hand. Let's see. I don't need to block this turn though. So if I don't do that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would put me up to 6, so I could play these 4 cards. So that. So this hits twice. And then... Okay. We got this. Interesting. Alright, he's coming at me with 12. We'll do that. And then let's see. And then there. Yeah. Very nice. All right. He's coming at me with 21 now. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That's no good. 24. Ooh, 54. Dang. 16. That's 12. Plus 6. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Bye-bye. Let's go, baby. Yeah. All right. All right, Infernal Blade Plus, so this is upgraded. Add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. Nice. Okay. 9 damage, 7 damage. We're gonna go with that one. And it's free, so as far as energy cost goes. Let's see what he's got for me. We've got meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop room, heal 15 HP. Okay. That one I can afford. Ringing triangle. Retain your hand on the first turn of combat. Juggling. Add a copy of the third attack you play each turn into your hand. Grapple. Deals 7 damage. Whenever you gain block this turn, deal 5 damage to the enemy. Panache. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Huh. Let's see. I mean, that's nice if you're able to play 5 cards in a single turn and have this in your hand at the same time. So, draw 3 cards, draw 7 cards, and randomize the cost of cards in your hand. Not great. Alright, gain 7 plating. Gosh, do I want to give this a shot or not? Things that make you go, I mean, it's worth a shot. Well, maybe it's not. Huh. I'm gonna do it anyways. We'll see what happens. And then we'll do a couple of chants. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Whetstone. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. A strike and a stomp. Okay. So that one deals 9 damage, and then the stomp now deals 15 damage to all enemies instead of 12. So that was nice. We like that one. Self-help book. On the floor lies a tome. Top 3 ways to conquer the Spire. The book is encrusted with blood, so you find this manuscript highly suspicious. Will you read it? Read the back. Choose an attack to enchant with Sharp 2. Increases damage on this card by 2. Read a random passage. Choose a skill to enchant with Nimble 2, which increases block gained from this card by 2. And then read the entire book. Choose a power to enchant with Swift 2, which is the first time you play this card, draw 2 cards. Let's see, do I want to upgrade or, excuse me, enchant an attack or enchant a skill? Let's enchant an attack. Let's see. Oh, that goes up to 20. Right, because it's okay. Yee. All right. You flip the book over and read the summary. Critics and cultists agree that sharp and pointy weapons are the best way to inflict damage. There's a price sticker on the back of the book, crossed out and marked with a greatly reduced price. Alright, we will now go to the campfire. I have full HP, so I don't need to rest, which is awesome because that means I can upgrade. We like upgrades. Upgrades are awesome. Alright, let's see what the upgrade for this is. Deal 14 damage to all enemies. Alright. 9 damage. Let's get out of that view. There we go. That goes from 8 to 11. That goes from 14 to 19. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This goes from 7 and 2 to 9 and 3. 8 and 2 to 10 and 3. 8 to 10. 3 to 5. I think I'm gonna upgrade this guy. Yeah. Alright, and then I'll do another chance encounter. Alright, the trial. You join a line of people entering a massive building. As you pass under a golden archway, horns blare, confetti explodes, and streamers glide down from the ceiling. Entrant 364. You are the decider for today's trial. Accept, serve as today's decider, or reject. You are not allowed to reject. That's funny. So we'll accept. You sit in the chair of decision making and the trial begins. A wealthy-looking merchant presents his case. He is accused of murder by one of his rivals. The evidence is thin, and you have a feeling that the man is innocent, but the onlookers seem out for blood. The crowd bellows, "Decide, decide, decide." Decide guilty. Add regret to your deck. Obtain 2 random relics. Decide innocent. Add shame to your deck. Upgrade 2 cards. So let's see. Regret. Unplayable. At the end of your turn, if this card is in your hand, lose 1 HP for each card in your hand. Yikes. And then for shame, at the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, gain 1 frail, which is 25 less block from cards. So this is lose HP for the amount of cards in your hand. And then this is lose blocking from cards. So lose defense, basically, for X amount number of turns. You get to upgrade 2 cards, though. Oh wait, it's just for 1 turn because it's only 1 frail. It's not based off the number of cards in your hand like this one is. All right, I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. So let's see. Upgrade 2 cards. Let's do... Let's see. This one. And... This one. Okay. It is decided. You go with your conscience and rule that the man is innocent. Despite the boos and accusations of being a paid-off judge, you feel like you did the right thing. Yay! All right, another chest. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Okay, so, I mean, it's nothing super spectacular, but possibly useful. All right. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. 5 and 5. 9 and then pile. 5 to all enemies. Deal 8. Hit twice. Let's do another one of these, I guess. Or do that one. Let's see. If I play 5 cards, I deal 10 damage to all enemies. I've got 3 energy. I can play 1. 2, I can play 3. Wow, I have no potions. Yikes! Let's see. 30. Okay, so they're all in the 30s. And then if I do this, and then I do that and that. Okay. And then, wow, I have got a lot of cards in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in my hand. All right. We'll get him. They're both doing 14. They're just saying it differently. And then bye-bye. Nice. And then this would do 10. This does 9. This does 20. That does 15. We'll do that one. And then we'll block some of the damage. And then nice. Let's go. And then it doesn't matter what I play to strike at him this time. Whew. Alright, liquid bronze. Gain 3 thorns. Offering an upgraded setup strike. Or an upgraded hemokinesis. Let's do that one. And then we'll do a campsite. I don't need to rest. So we'll smith. And I will upgrade dismantle card. Okay. Potion Courier. There is a sour smell in the air, and shortly after, you find a potion courier collapsed on the ground. Unmoving, lifeless, dead. While their belongings have been ransacked, there is a patch of foul-smelling potions with a note. Recipient, merchant. Grab 3 potions, procure 3 foul potions. So deal 12 damage to everyone. Can be thrown at the merchant for 100 gold instead. Interesting. Ransack. Procure 1 random uncommon potion. Alrighty. What could the merchant want with these potions? All right, next battle. Ooh, robots. An X-bot. Okay, let's see. Barricade block is not removed at the start of your turn. We'll do that one. All right, so. Ooh, 30. Don't mind if I do. And then he's complete. Oh, you know, I probably should have gone after that one. Wait a minute. Excuse me. That's not fair. And then we'll do that. And I am not protected. Other than this. Uh-oh. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, gain 1 frail. Yikes! Let's see. 15 to all enemies. Ooh. Definitely want that. Okay. And then... We'll do this. Play that. Oh, Okay, well that got rid of 1 robot, so that's good. Oh my gosh, how many of you are there? Okay, let's see. Deal 20. And then 13 to both. And then get rid of you completely. Oh my gosh. How many of you are there? What the heck? Stop it. Stop regenerating. That's not very nice. Alright, 16 damage, 2 vulnerable. But it costs 2 energy. This also costs 2 energy, but it gives me 10 more damage. Which is nice. That's very nice. So we're gonna go with that. And then gonna do that. Get rid of him. And then I just have his damage to take. Deal 12 damage to everyone. Does this include me? I want to throw it, not drink it. What the fudge? Let's see. Gain 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd be able to play most of my hand. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. 3 strength. So we'll do this to up the damage here. And then because he's vulnerable now, this will hit twice. So he's gonzo. And then I don't have to defend because he's not attacking me. So I'll play this. And then be able to deal some damage. Nice. Okay, so he's coming at me with 13 and a debuff. So that's not great. 13, 8, 7. So he's down to 26. And then I can take the 13 hit. Let's see. Or, well, no, that only applies to this turn. So, and I wouldn't be able to attack him after this if I played this card. So I'm going to go ahead and play that card and just take the full brunt of his hit. All right. And then there we go. Finally. Bully Plus. No energy. Deal 4 damage. Deals 3 additional damage for each vulnerable on the enemy. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we're getting close here to the end, which means I need to heal like nobody's business. So, let's see what the merchant has for us, shall we? We have Parrying Shield. If you end a turn with at least 10 block, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand is free to play that turn. And then Mystic Lighter. Enchanted attacks deal 9 additional damage. Burning Pact. Exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 strength. Impatience. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. And then the Rolling Boulder. At the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies and increase this damage by 5. Draw 3 cards. Whenever you play a power, how many power cards do I have in my hand? Attack, skill, attack, skill, attack, skill, attack, skill, attack. I have 1 power card in my hand that I have never played. So this might be useless. This could potentially be useful. It would also take up like all of my gold. I'd have 26 gold left, which is not fantastic. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, although I could technically throw this at him and gain 100 gold. If I did that though, and I went up to 126, is there anything that he is selling that I would want? That I could purchase for 126 gold, or with 126 gold. And the answer is So choose one of No. All right. Rest. Very much rest. All right, let's go meet the queen. Oh boy. Oh, we've made it this far. I want to defeat her so bad. All right, Howl from Beyond. Retain. Deal 16 damage to all enemies. At the start of your turn, plays from the exhaust pile. Okay. Bludgeon. Retain. Deal 32 damage. Okay, but that would be like my whole turn. Flame Barrier. Gain 12 block. Whenever you are attacked this turn, deal 4 damage back. Unrelenting. Deal 12 damage. The next attack you play costs 0. Cascade. Retain. Play the top X cards of your draw pile. That's an interesting card. Das är very interesting card. Deal 12 damage. The next attack you play costs 0 energy. Gosh. 21. 42. Jeez, man. Although I'm at the last battle, so none of these are going to get upgraded. Let's see. Ooh, deal 24 damage. The next attack you play costs 0. So then I could do 16 damage for free. And then I could play one other card. So I could do this to gain strength first. Wait, what are you? What? Malicious. The enemy intends to apply afflictions on your cards. Yikes. That's not great. And then play that. And then play that. And then, oh. I should have maybe given myself a little bit of defense. Oops. Let's see. $12 damage to everyone. That I feel like this includes me. Which I'm not a fan of. All right. Ouch. The first 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with bound. Only one bound card can be played each turn. Cards are unbound at end of turn. Okay. Bully, deal 4 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each vulnerable on the enemy. Which it would only give me 3 additional damage for 7. Whereas, ooh, this one's also bound and it deals 20 damage. So I'd rather this than this. Although this would give me 26 damage. So there's that. He's coming at me with another 18 though. Dang. Knock it off, would you? And then I'll go ahead and give myself some blocking. And then I'll play this. Okay. Ugh. You are mine. Yikes. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it through this one, guys. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's 36. That would put me down to 2 HP. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts. And then... Wait a second. Now if I... So 36... This is 38 plus 3 is 41. And then if I do this and lose 2 HP, that would put me at 39, which would leave me with 3 HP left. Yikes. Which makes me not want to do this, even though it gives me another 14 damage off of one of them and probably this guy. I need to preserve my HP. I'm gonna drink this. There, he got some damage back. Okay. Let's see. This is bound. Add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. Let's see. 1. So wait, every time you play 5 cards. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then, so I could potentially do 5 cards this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It attacked the wrong enemy. It would have been nice to do this instead of dealing damage to somebody who's too much protected. But oh well. And I died. Darn. The queen added a piece of the ironclad to her collection. Yikes. The deadliest foe in the area. Defeating them will let you proceed to the next act. Floors climbed 48. Elites killed 0. Gold gained 657. Are you kidding? I was 5 points away. 5. That's just nasty, man. That's just nasty. In the timeline, reveal epics to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Okay. Meow. Play a single run to reveal this epic. Chapter 5. The Reopening. Mother of Resurrection, Niao, awakened from her slumber. Rise, champion. Again. Again. Niao will now greet you at the start of each run. Okay. Chapter 3, The Ironclad. The Ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the Spire. Driven by pure instinct and accursed blood, he has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. Alright, cards unlocked. We have Molten Fist, deal 10 damage, double the enemy's vulnerable, and then exhaust. Cruelty, vulnerable enemies take an additional 25% damage. Nice. Dominate, gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. Dude. That could potentially be really dope. Like if you had that one card, what the hell is it? Anyway, there's a card that allows you to put 99 vulnerable on one of your enemies. So you do that, and then you do this, and dang. Chapter 2, Devastation. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of the demonic pact course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in two. The Desert Tribe are burned to a crisp. Windwalkers smashed into the ground, and even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-clad warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All of the Ironclad's... Ironclad? Where is everyone? Alright, relics unlocked. Red Skull. While your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. Paper frog spelled with a PH. Nice. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. That's nice. Ruined Helmet. The first time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained. Nice. There we go. Chapter 1, Prion. Magnum Opus. A void of nothingness. But then the world came into existence. It turned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Freon, a mere speck in the universe. They say that a great story about a spire took place there. Cards unlocked. Automation. Every 10 cards you draw, gain energy. Entropy. At the start of your turn, transform 1 card in your hand. And Catastrophe. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. Okay. Interesting. And then we've got this guy. Chapter 6. Fog rolls in. The Silent. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. Ooh. The Silent sneaks past the gatewards with ease and enters the Spire once more. So we unlocked the Silent as a playable character. Very nice. Let's go. And there we are. So if we go back in, standard, and there she is. Oh, to play her or to end here? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Gosh, that one run and I've already been here for almost 2.5 hours. Oh gosh. I do like her though. I do kind of like her. You know what? Let's go. All right. I've remade you. Go up. Lost Coffer. Gain 1 card reward and procure 1 random potion. Arcane Scroll. Obtain a random rare card. And Leafy Poultice. Transform 1 of your strikes and 1 of your defense. Lose 10 max HP. No. Let's do this one. Malaise. Get back here. Where are you? Malaise. Enemy loses X strength. Apply X weak. Okay. Interesting. So Act 1, the Overgrowth. Okay. And then that's a bunch of enemies. I could do... See, that's 4 enemies. This is 3 enemies this way. Let's go this way. Fuzzy Worm Crawler. Yikes. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna do that for free. And then, alright, so 54 HP. They're attacking me with 3. And then we'll go ahead and take their hit this round. That's fine. Alright. They're not attacking me this round. So we'll do that. And then, so they're at 30. So this would be enemy loses 3 strength and apply 3 weak. You know what? We'll do this and see what happens. Okay. So it took it down to 6 instead of 11. And then we'll do that. And then deal some damage. And then protect. I don't need to do that. Because I have enough. Alright. Keep doing that for free, man. And then he's not attacking me. So I don't need to defend. And then bye-bye. Let's go, baby. Alright, expose. Remove all artifact and block from the enemy. Apply 2 vulnerable and then exhaust. Interesting. Blade Dance. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Dagger Spray. So let's do that. And then we'll go this way. Ah, this again. We can heal back up to full HP. The exact amount needed, actually. And upgrade it a card. Or plant and nourish it. The first time you play this card, each combat gain 1 energy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and upgrade a card. To 4 shivs. Very nice. Okay. Leaf slime, twig slime. We'll play that. And 1, wait, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 2 left. So I'm not taking any damage this round. And now I've just got the one guy left. Nice. Well, that wasn't nice, but the fact that I'm down to one guy, that's nice. So we'll do that. And then deal. And then... We'll get rid of that one, because then we can still play this one. Let's go. Whew. Okay. And then... This is just enough to get him. Ugh, stop it. There we go. Nice. All right. Well-laid plans. At the end of your turn, retain up to one card. Slice for 0, deal 6 damage. And then dagger throw, deal 9 damage, draw 1, discard 1. Let's do the free damage. This little bug guy again. Which means he's probably going to shrink her. So, but he's not attacking me, so I don't need to block. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Let's see. So I'll deal a whole bunch of damage. This round. Nice. Oh my gosh, she's so tiny. She's so tiny. Okay. And then boom, boom. Let's go. Acrobatics, draw 3 cards, discard 1. Prepared, draw 1, discard 1. Accuracy, shivs deal 4 additional damage. Let's go. We'll do this. We've got full HP, so I don't need to rest, which means upgrade. They do 6 additional damage. Yes, please. And then we'll go to our next battle. Ooh, okay, who are you? A flyconid? Alright, they're both wanting to attack me. Okay. I don't have my blade dance to give me shivs, so this isn't gonna be worthwhile for me this hand. This here is free damage, so we'll do that. And then this is 18 damage. So 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll take the full brunt of these attacks. And then we've got another 13 coming our way. Get rid of this guy. So now we're down to only 8 coming our way. And then I can... Let's see. Yeah, I'll block it completely. Why not? Alright, he added frail, I think, yeah. Alright, but he's not attacking me this round, and yet I've got a whole bunch of block cards in my hand. Ugh. Disgusting. Ooh, he added vulnerable this time. That's peachy. Alright. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3. So I'll at least block half. And then 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye. You are no match for me. Flex potion gained 5 strength. Okay. Infinite blades. Deflect. So free block and finisher. Deal 6 damage for each attack already played. Ooh. Yes, please. Alright. Ooh, let's go. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, gain an additional energy next turn. Okay. Let's see. I'm at 53 of 70. Let's do an additional 8. Yes. And then do another one of these. Nice. Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card. Very nice. Alright. So neutralize. This is 3, 3, and 6. So now it's 3, 3, and 3. And then we will 1, 2, and then so deal 8 damage for each attack. So hits 3 times. So that's 24. So we'll do this on what the fudge? Thank you. Nice. All right. And then we'll defend. All right. Oh, come on. Bye-bye. Let's go. Alright, the hunt. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, gain an additional card reward. Okay. Blade Dance. So another one of those. Gain 10 block. Deal 10 damage. 2 energy, though. So we're going to do that one. And then we'll go ahead and do another one of these. And we will, let's see, it goes from 6 to 9. This goes from 8 to 11, 4, 2, 3, 1. We're gonna upgrade this guy. Alrighty. So we'll do this. And then do that. So that way we can then play this. 1. 2, 3, 4. And then I've got 1 energy left. I'm only getting hit with 3 though. I can take that. That's fine. So, yeah. What I really should have done is taken those 4 shivs. I'm small again. And hit this guy. Because that would have completely gotten rid of him. But woulda, shoulda, coulda. So, let's see. Do that for free. So he's gone. So that's good. And then we'll play that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll protect myself. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have blur, gain 5 block. For that turn and the next turn, deadly poison, and calculated. Ooh, interesting look, interesting coloring there. Let's do the deadly poison. We'll go this route. Ooh, cool, pretty. Luminous choir. You stumble upon a clearing bathed in an unnatural blue glow. Towering mushrooms pulse with bioluminescence, their caps swollen and glistening. As you approach, the fungi begin to emit haunting melodic tones that reverberate throughout your chest. You notice something gleaming, embedded within the largest mushroom's flesh, pulsing in rhythm with the fungal song. Reach into the flesh, remove 2 cards from your deck, add Spore Mind to your deck. It's just a curse. It doesn't do anything. Offer tribute. Pay 123 gold. Obtain a random relic. Let's go that route. Placing gold upon the spongy ground, the coins slowly sink as tendrils gently push the relic to the surface, allowing a clean retrieval. Okay. War Paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Okay. So we're going to neutralize. And then let's see. I don't have the blade song, blade dance thing in my, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Alrighty. For 14, that's not fantastic. So 1, 2, 3. And then for free. And then we'll do these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah. Let's go. Alright, Sucker Punch. Deal 8 damage, apply 1 weak. Escape Plan, draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 3 block. Up my sleeve. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Reduce this card's cost by 1. I mean, that's basically giving me, what, 12 damage for 2 energy for the first time, and then 12 energy for every time after that. 12 energy, 12 HP for 1 energy every time after that. Wow. Okay. You're gambling whether or not you get blocked, but it's for free. Humana. We're gonna go with that one. Alrighty. What is my... We're gonna rest this time. That's better. Wait, what are you? It's pretty. Ceremonial Beast. It's pretty. I like it. It's so pretty. Okay. Let's see. So, it's not attacking me. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3. Nice. Let's go, baby. 62 HP. 1 turn. What did you just do? Plow. The first time ceremonial beast's HP reaches 150 or below, it becomes stunned and loses all its strength. Prevent the enemy from acting on its turn. So, I thought it was buffing itself. Because that doesn't seem like a buff to me. But, whatever. Ooh, free attack. Don't mind if I do. So that's 1. That's 2. Nice. These are all worth 10 damage. Very nice. It's no longer attacking me, so I don't need to defend or feel like I need to defend, which means I can poison. Let's go. Okay. It's now debuffing me. Not great. Free damage. Damage. Defend for no reason. Okay. Ringing. You can only play 1 card this turn. That's so mean. That's not nice. Well, I'm obviously going to defend then. Ow. Alright. Oh, 17. Yucky. Let's maybe not. Still not great, but better. Ooh, I have 4 energy. And I have 4 cards. Beautiful. More poison. Another attack. Some block for me. And more damage. Okay. Okay, I think I've got this. I think we're good. I think we're good. Was not a skill card. Okay. He's not attacking me. So we'll attack, and then do this card. Okay. Oh, not the ringing again. Stop it. Alright. This gives me 8 block. Which I don't know if this will take it down by at least 4. So this might be my best option against the 12 that he's coming at me with. So we'll do that. Alright. And then we've got, ooh, 18. Owie. Owie. 1, 2. Whoopsies. 3. Fella. Man, ouch. You're nasty, man. Alright, he's at 50 now. Let's see. He's not attacking me. 1, 2. And I don't need those. So. All right. Ringing again. Are you kidding me? And he's coming at me with 19? Fudge. But I can't. Okay, but it gives me... So it's 16, which puts me down to 20 HP. Man, he's really knocking my socks off here. Not good. Not good. Why do I have all of these defense cards when I have this in my hand? What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, fudge. I shouldn't have played Survivor first. I was not thinking. I kind of screwed myself over there. The poison wore off. Okay. He's at 15. Okay, so I should be able to get him next turn. Alright. Well, I should have been able to get him. Wait, no. Bye. Meh. Goodness. You're pretty, but you're also pretty painful. Alright, adrenaline. Gain 1 energy, draw 2 cards. Tools of the trade, and this upgrades to 2 energy. Tools of the trade. At the start of your turn, draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Murder for 3 energy, so this kind of sucks. Deal 1 damage. Deals 1 additional damage for each card drawn this combat. Yeah, you suck. So I'm going to go with this one. All right. Act 2. Who the hell are you? Tezcatara? It which feeds the fire. Oh, a visitor. Do come in, dear. What can Tezcatara do for you? Nutritious soup. Enchant all strikes in your deck with Tezcatara's Ember. Costs 0 and gains eternal. Eternal cannot be removed or transformed from your deck. So all of my strikes become 0 energy. I mean, I'll take it. Toasty Mittens. At the start of your turn, exhaust the top card of your draw pile and gain 1 strength. No. Golden Compass. Replace the Act 2 map with a single special path? No. Yee. Cool. Very nice. Okay. So from here... Let's see. From here... This is the only specific merchant icon on the map. So unless some of the question marks are... Wait, no. There's 2 more. Never mind. Shutting up now. I'm going to go this way. All right. We're going to try to get rid of this guy first. We've at least lowered his amount of damage. And then if I do that, this is 40, which leaves him at 5. I have one left. So what I can do is 1, 2. That's 24. And then to kind of make it worth more the shivs more, to have them spread more, do more damage. All right, and you're at 25. This would draw me 2 cards, which is great because what I have in my hand really sucks right now. So we're gonna do that. Oh my gosh. Nothing but stupid defense cards. That's insane. I only need 5. That was awful. The luck. All right. Nice. That gave me another strike card. Cool. Cloak and Dagger, add 6 block, add 1 shiv into your hand. Alright, so it gives me block and attack for 1 energy. Pinpoint. Deal 22 damage, costs 1 less energy for each skill played this turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that one, I guess. Zen Weaver. You walk through a spider web and panic, but then a wave of calm washes over you. Calm down. I need you to quit fussing up my web. How did you calm down so quickly? An itsy bitsy spider upseals down to meet you. It seems willing to impart some techniques for gold. Breathing techniques pay 50 gold. Add 2 enlightenment to your deck. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 1 this turn. Emotional awareness pay 125 gold. Remove 1 card from your deck. Arachnid acupuncture pay 250 gold. Remove 2 cards from your deck. Let's do this one. Visualize your airways staying open. Each breath is meaningful. You practice the technique in a way that makes sense to you. Okay. Alrighty. So we've got 13 and 87. So skill played. Let's see here. I don't have the blade dance thing in my hand. So this is my only attack card. So this kind of sucks. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that, and we're going to do that, and then I guess I'll do that. Okay. Whew. Now I get a blade dance card. Ugh. He's not attacking me. Okay. And a bunch of free attack. Nice. Well, that sucks. Let's see. But he's also attacking me. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's do this. And then we'll use up all of these since they're free. Oh, not that it does much. Okay. Ruh-roh. Ow. Okay. We'll do that. And then that. Okay. Get some damage on the guy. And he's stunned, so I don't need to be worried about defense. Okay. Whew. Alright. He's at 14. So. Bye. His little dramatic, ugh. And then falls over. Duplicator. This turn, your next card is played in extra time. Alright. Leg sweep. Apply 2 weak, gain 11 block. Okay. Ricochet. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times. And then the dash card. What is the upgrade on this? 5 times. So 12 and 15. For 2 energy. Yeah. Okay. So strategic and then a buff and attack. So let's see. We'll do this. And then this. I'm only getting hit with 4. So I don't necessarily need to be worried about defense. They're both over 60. Okay. This is now 8 times 4, which is 32. So he's already going to die. So I'll do that just to give him some damage. And then I'll do this. And bye-bye. And then I'll go ahead and defend because I can. Alright. Damage, free damage, free damage. And a bunch of more. Oh, right on the dot too of what's needed to kill him. Very nice. Radiant Tincture. Gain energy. Gain an additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. Very nice. Is there anything that I am willing to part with here? Gain 2 dexterity. We'll go ahead and do that. Flip plus. Gain 8 block, draw 2 cards. Predator, deal 15 damage. He's Sly. If this card is discarded from your hand before the end of your turn, play it for free. Apply 4 poison to all enemies. That is very interesting. Oh my. Oh my. Brain leech. Yikes. Thunk. A sharp pain is felt atop your head, and a thought stabs into your mind. Share knowledge? You are unsure how to proceed. Share knowledge. Choose one of 5 random cards to add to your deck. Rip the leech off. Lose 5 HP. Gain a colorless card reward. Let's do expertise. Draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Dagger throw. Deal 9. Draw 1. Discard 1. Another accuracy card. Well-laid plans and blur. I'm gonna do another accuracy card. How ostentatiously scholastic of a labyrinthine mind, a veritable cornucopia of cerebral sustenance to digest. Okay, Mr. Dictionary. Satisfied, the creature pops off and crawls away. You are flabbergasted. Interesting. We will smith and that's 20 damage. We'll go ahead and do that. All right. Our next enemy. Oh, these guys. Not great. All right. Let's do this and this. And then pick one. All 4 of the attacks, man. Ugh. All right. And then apply 2 weak, gain 11 block. Which would be enough for what's coming my way. So we'll do that. All right. Nice try. Ooh, look at all that free damage. Let's go. All right, so. 1, 2, 3. And then I can do 22 damage or 20 damage and get 2 extra cards next turn. Let's see. Let's do this one. And then we'll do 8 times 4 is 32. Dang. Okay, let's go. That was a pretty nice hand. All right, so we'll do all the free damage. Free. 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 And then do that. And bye-bye you go. All right. Ooh, another free damage card. Follow through. Deal 6 damage to all enemies. If the last card you played this turn was a skill, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Very interesting. I'm gonna do that. All right. So I'll do this way. Anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. Don't mind if I do. this guy again. He looks so cool. All right. We will do this. And we will do... this. 1, 2, 3. All right. Orobic acid. Add a random attack, skill, and power into your hand. They're free to play this turn. Not sure I really want that. This double, well, This lets me do a card again an extra time, whereas this allows me to play a free attack, skill, and power in my hand. Which could potentially, like, that's good. This could potentially be better depending on what card you're duplicating, though. So I'm going to leave that. Grand Finale can only be played if there are no cards in your draw pile. Deal 50 damage to all enemies. Dude. Tracking. Weak enemies take double damage from attacks. And bullet time. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. All cards in your hand are free to play this turn. Don't mind if I do. All right, and we will do the campfire. I'm good on HP. What does this upgrade to? Even though technically... Although that would work if, like, you had one of those X cards in your hand, you could play this, play all the other cards for free, and then still have one energy in your hand on you to play. Where are you? Stop it. To play, where is it? This. Where it needs you to have energy on you, otherwise it doesn't do anything. Energy is this goes from gaining 1 to gaining 2. This goes to 4 and 2, I think. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to upgrade this. We'll see what happens. All right. And then I will go this way so I can get to the merchant. All right. Ooh, what are you? Avocopter. Nice. Okay. We'll check our luck. All right. Free. He's not attacking me, but what is this? Summon. Okay. So we'll deal all of these. And do the next one. And deal all of these. Very nice. All right. And they're all going to summon? What the hell? Jeez. All right. Free. I can't do that this hand. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Oh, they're just... Okay, never mind. Ow. 35, eh? Let's see. And then we do that and that. Let's go. Easy peasy. Alright, backflip. All enemies lose piercing wail. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Strangle. Deal 8 damage. Whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses 2 HP. That's interesting. I like that. Okay. I cannot buy a relic. Let's see. We've got haze. Apply 4 poison to all enemies. Expose. Remove all artifact and block from the enemy. Ricochet. Backstab. Speedster. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. That's... I think I'm good. Ooh. That's kind of cool. The future of potions? You feel a faint rumbling as you round the corner to discover a gigantic spinning apparatus. It has several slots which appear to convert liquids into a highly compressed, digestible tablet. The idea of turning these health tonics into a tiny morsel is uncomfortable, but perhaps it's good to try new things. Insert common potion. Lose flex potion. Obtain an upgraded common skill. Insert uncommon potion. Lose radiant tincture. Lose gain. Oh wait, that's this. Okay. Lose radiant tincture. Obtain an upgraded uncommon skill. Or insert uncommon potion. Lose duplicator. Obtain an upgraded uncommon skill. So upgraded common skill and then upgraded uncommon skill for these. So which do I want to lose, or am I okay with losing the most? Gain 5 strength. Gain energy for 3 turns. Or duplicate the next card. It's played in extra time. Let's do... We're gonna get rid of the flex. Dodge and roll, gain 6 block, and then have it as well for the next turn. Deflect, gain 7 block, piercing wail. All enemies lose 8 strength this turn. Nom, 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 nom. The tablet was disgusting. There is no hope for the future. Alright, we're at 50. This would get us to full health. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh dear. Knowledge demon? Uh-oh. Yikes. Okay. That's for free. This is also for free. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's see. It's not attacking me. Okay. And then 6 times 8 is 48. Nice. I just took him down 90 HP. I'll take it. So. Yee. Alright, choose a card. Disintegration. Add at the end of your turn, take 6 damage. Mind Rot. Draw 1 fewer card each turn. Dang. I don't like either one of these. I guess maybe I'll go with this one. Let's see. Ooh, 17, huh? And then I'll do that. And then all the cards are for free, which I'll do that and defend and do that. Okay. Whew. All right. That's for free. And then whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses. Should have done that card first. Oh well. Hee. Lose more HP. Na 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 na. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Okay. That's for free. And then I can't play that card. Okay. Goodness. You son of a gun. All right. He's not attacking me. What is that? Piercing. Oh, that's the piercing whale. I got it. Okay. And then we'll do that. Okay. Make a choice. You cannot play more than 3 cards each turn. Don't like that. Oh, and this is now 7 damage instead of 6. Fudge. I'm at 39. That's not, this is not. Yeah. It is done. I do not like you. Oh, fudge, that's right. Oh, well. Man, I gotta remember that. 3 cards only. 3 cards only. That really sucks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm thinking this is GG. Fudge. 1, 2. Man. Yucky. Yucky. Alright, he's not attacking me. Although I just played one card. So I only have 2 more cards that I can play. And then 2. 3. Okay. Okay. Oh, you suck. What the fudge, man? Wait, okay. I'm gonna have 4 HP. Ouch. 5. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, and that's 18. I'm donezo. Oh gosh, stupid. Those effects don't go away. That really, really sucks. And I forgot about my potions. Fudge! That could have definitely helped me. No. Well, bye-bye. Bye-bye. No. Aww. The knowledge demon cursed the silent with overwhelming knowledge. Floors climbed 33, gold gain 413. Which that's an interesting number if you're in certain circles on the internet. If you don't know, I'm not telling. Let's see. Chapter 2, Scribbles, Magnum Opus. On this quiet planet, beasts of imagination began to dot the world. They roam the lands in this time of simple, gleeful violence. Countless ways to kill, to feed, and proliferate are suggested. Colonies, hives, groups, and schools ebb and flow into the nooks and crannies of Prian? Prian. Alright, relics unlocked. Unsettling Lamp. Each combat, the first time you play a card that debuffs an enemy, double its effect. Intimidating Helmet. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 energy or more, gain 4 block. Interesting. Reptile Trinket. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. Interesting. Alright, and then here we go. Chapter 4, Bigger Prey. The other sisters judge the 4th one in silence. They have not seen her for over 3 centuries, and she returns with an ugly, pulsating scrap. The silent recollects the trials she endured for this trophy, but does not speak. To speak is weak. One can only prove herself with more impressive trophies. There is always bigger prey. Interesting. Alright, so we've unlocked some cards here. Snake Bite, retain, apply 7 poison. Nice. Bubble, toil and trouble. If the enemy has poison, apply 9 poison. Accelerant. Poison is triggered 1 additional time. Nice. So we got a bunch of poison unlocks. Hehehe. All the poison. Chapter 2. Anomalous planet. His Majesty barely even looked anymore and swiped through planet profiles in the current constellation. I demand to visit a more exciting planet. The regent slammed his fists down on the space console. Beep, beep, beep. Anomalous planet detected. Oh, interesting. The regent has arrived. His Majesty may now embark upon the Spire. Onwards! Interesting. Unlocked the regent as a playable character. Huh. And voila. There was the second playthrough. That's a fun little game. I like it. I will definitely be doing more on my own time, off stream. And who knows? I mean, there's nothing necessarily saying that I can't come back to this on stream and do future streams of this. Should I get the itch or desire to? So who knows? You might see this game again being played on here. We'll see what the future holds. Tomorrow, I gotta move some things around here. Give me just a second. Let's see. Tomato. Oh, yes. Okay. So tomorrow I have Siberia 2, continuing Kate and Hans's journey. Right now we are trying to make our way to Hans yet again. But we are in the Yukol village, so we need to gain access to Hans and explore the village. And we are like in the frozen north in the middle of nowhere. So yay. So look forward to that tomorrow. And until then, I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And don't forget to read a book. All right. Bye-bye.